Evening folks, this is BestInSlot with a quick little speculation bit and update for Jurassic World Evolution concerning this image. This has been floating around for around 12 hours now. This is the Omnivore Dinosaur Pack for Jurassic World Evolution. Now, how this image came about, this is the original image here on the left. This was posted onto the subreddit, but the person on the subreddit found it on the wiki. Someone else posted it onto the wiki, saying that they saw this image when they were browsing on their phone, basically. And they took a very quick screenshot, but when they clicked on the video, the trailer had already been taken down. So a lot of people have kind of jumped on this, had loads of questions about it, and people tweeting me, blah, 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 asking, you know, is it real and stuff like that. I have been quoted as saying it's fake already on the subreddit, and people are taking that as gospel. I will say I am not official confirmation either way, if I say it's real or fake. It is simply my opinion using the evidence we have ahead of us, and just trying to piece things together, basically. But I want to address it very quickly. First of all, it's a believable image. We can say that at the very least. This is a very believable looking DLC image. It really is. It's got a brand new colour scheme like they always do. We've got a little bit of the Jurassic World Evolution map. We've got a little... My first problem with it, I will say, is this. The scanner icon is very clearly off kilter with the radar shape. That's clearly... You can see the direction of it does not quite line up, right? Is that making sense? You know, that is not on the same angle as... It's kind of like that. See what I mean? It's just not. That to me looks a little bit. If you follow just the transparent block there, that's the best way to see it. You can see how it doesn't line up with this line right there. So that's making me a little suspicious right off the bat. But the other thing to remember, as always, is that this is an easily faked image. We've had fake, more believable than this. We've had faked DLCs before that have been extensively covered by people and posted all over the subreddit and stuff like that, and they were fake as well. So I don't really want to be the guy who comes out all the time and goes, this is fake, this is fake. And like I say, I have no official confirmation. My word means no more than anyone else's. I'm just trying to present the information in a slightly different light. So, believable image, also possibly faked. You know, it doesn't... What I'm trying to say is that this image alone doesn't mean anything, you know? It doesn't prove anything. And when you start to think about the rest of the evidence, in my opinion, this whole thing doesn't really stack up. So, for example, there are 7 views in only 2 minutes. Again, that doesn't seem likely to me. I think you'd get substantially more than that on an Omnivore Dinosaur Pack. Every other pack would have a substantially higher view rate in such a limited time frame. YouTube is sometimes a little slow updating the views, but it's never that slow. Secondly, if there was indeed 7 views, and again, if someone on the wiki saw this, they would have clicked it. I cannot imagine they saw it, and in the time it took their finger to reach the screen is the time the video was taken offline. You know, they took a screenshot and then it went off. Again, that doesn't seem particularly reliable to me. The third piece of evidence is literally no one else saw this. I know other people have reported that there's been more images of this posted, but there hasn't, as far as I can see. People have posted different versions of the same image, but it's always 7 views 2 minutes ago, which would suggest it's the exact same image, just, you know, photoshopped or taken a screenshot and stuff like that. I've not seen another version of this anyway on the subreddit or on the Discord or on Twitter or anywhere else. So there's really only this one singular image, which has a couple of problems with it. Now, one of the other things people are using to back this up is this right here. If you go onto the Jurassic World Evolution page, there is a private video. Now, why would there be a private video? That's very suspicious. Well, if you look at the position of the private video in the playlist, first of all, more than anything else, that should tell you that this is not anything, in my opinion. But ignoring that, this private video is actually nothing, and thanks to Clank over on the Jurassic World Evolution subreddit for pointing this out. So if you click on that private video in the Jurassic World Evolution official playlist, you get taken to this page right here. What we want to focus on is this here at the top. NWAGBG, I don't want to say BJ on YouTube, DMWTU. I think that's what we're focusing on. Now, once you can't look at this video, you know, the video's been set to private. If you use the Wayback Machine, which is like an archived version of the internet essentially, and we load this up, you can see it's NWAG, it's the exact same URL, and it's the Jurassic World Evolution announcement video. The video is still down, it's still set to private, but you'll notice it's not in the playlist anywhere, and it is there if you follow the URL using the Wayback Machine. And again, credit to ClankU over on the subreddit for pointing that out. So that is not that at least is nothing. This right here is not a pack, okay? This is the announcement trailer. It is meaningless. We can scrub that away. the rest of it is, you know, it's a perfectly well-made image. It's believable. It is. I'm not going to deny otherwise. I can see why people are excited, and I want to be excited. I really want to be excited. I just want to be excited about something with a little bit more evidence. That's all. I'm not trying to be negative Nancy here. I'm not trying to be a Nancy. I know that used to be like a slur back in the 60s. It could well be true, and I hope it is. Omnivore Dinosaur Pack would actually make a lot of sense. Bring in some really exciting new dinosaurs. Dino-Kairos is like one that's been mentioned all over the place. It'd also be a really good opportunity to take some of our existing dinosaurs that are omnivorous, like the Gallimimus, like the Struthiomimus, like the Archaeornithomimus, and give them something a little bit different. Maybe you could add like an insect feeder sort of thing, kind of like how with the Spinosaurids got updated with the fish feeder. You'd add an insect feeder for our ornithomimids, and therefore they'd become sort of somewhat omnivorous as well. That would be really cool. I'd love that. I just don't have a reason to think this is it yet. That's all I'm saying. I'd love to speculate a little bit more about an Omnivore Dinosaur Pack. It could be true. I don't want people to, if it turns out to be true, come back and go, BestInSlot, you were wrong, grumble, grumble. And I would be wrong if it's true. All I'm saying is, on the balance of current evidence, there's really no reason to believe it's true. That's all. We've had so many faked DLCs in the past that jumping onto a singular image is just, it's jumping the gun fairly massively, in my opinion. So I'm going to say it's probably fake, but you never know. You know? And I think that has value. I think it's important that we can say that. But I hope it's true. That'd be really cool. Now, for what it's worth, I will say this as well. The Jurassic World Evolution branch is updating a lot at the moment. We know we're expecting a DLC in December for the... We think it's going to be December anyway, for the 1993 Jurassic Park pack. We think that's coming December, maybe late November, something like that. That could be what it's updating for. Shut up, world. I am fine speculating. I actually think we may get a dinosaur pack in November. It would kind of fit the existing timeline of 2 dinosaur packs every 6 months that Frontier has been sticking with, generally speaking. The dinosaur packs also tend to come out very near another DLC. The one came out just before Klaus Sanctuary. The Cretaceous pack last year came out just after Woos. This one would indeed, if we get one this month, come out just before the 1993 pack. So it's not unlikely that we get a dinosaur pack this month. Now that is a point in this thing's favour, but again it's worth remembering people who fake these images use that public knowledge that we're expecting DLC to then play into those expectations. Again, all I'm saying. But thank you very much for joining me. Hopefully this video... Yeah, I don't know what I hoped with this video, really. Every time I do this, some people say that A, I'm either really arrogant of thinking my opinion's God, I just want to stress that's not the case, or B, my opinion's the only right one, or that I'm like a glass half full, as I've just been called on the subreddit, kind of guy. I really don't want that to be the case. I just don't think false hope based on very little does much good. That's all. That's all. This is not a negative on anyone in any way, shape or form. That's just my opinion. It's how I'd rather do it. This very nearly hit 10 minutes. To show my integrity, I'm going to stop here. Thank you for joining me. Cheers, much love as always. Bye-bye. Hey folks, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you want to help support me a little bit more, you can do so at patreon.com/bestinslot. There's a link in the description down below. Every little really does help in times like these, but it's not at all expected, and by just watching the video you've already helped me out massively, and it makes you a pretty cool person, so well done you. Thanks for joining me either way, I'll see you next time.